Hello there and welcome to the new year. Today we are talking about something that is very important for us to start this new year with the new energy, and it is detachment. Okay, let's dive right into this. So first of all, what is detachment? A lot of people think of detachment as of indifference, as of being selfishly unaware of something or not caring about something, when it is really not. It is about letting go of control and expectations when you cannot change something, and at the same time remaining engaged in what you can control and present. There are different types of detachment. First one is, I think, the hardest to master, which is emotional detachment, which means letting go of unhealthy emotional attachments. People, outcomes, situations. This type of detachment is really hard to master. Our emotions are sometimes just flowing onto us and we let them because we want to feel something. We know that someone has hurt us, we know that we still love them, we know that we can't let them go as easily as we would like to. So this is the problem with emotional detachment, that it is emotional. Emotions are a really big trigger for a lot of situations and a really big trigger for traumas. All of them are stemming from us having some emotions as a result of some action of someone or of our actions. And I know it sucks. It really sucks to go through something like this, and it really is not easy. But this is something we need to be done with and really detach from all of that, to live our lives the best way we can, to enjoy it the best way we can. Another type of detachment is also quite hard. I know a lot of people struggle with it, and personally I struggle with it so much because of my childhood trauma, and this is material detachment. Basically, it's understanding that possessions do not define your worth or happiness. And for me, it's really hard to really take it in, because I know that I'm most happy when I'm with my loved ones, when I am somewhere far away from civilization, from all the material stuff that I have, just walking around the city with one small bag, with our phone, bottle of water, hand in hand, walking with my partner, not looking at anyone else. I do not need a lot to have that. And yet, because money was always a point, I wouldn't say a problem, I would say a point in the relationship of my parents, I grew up to believe that if we don't have all those things that seem needed, that seem nice, that seem new, that people seem to be buying, and they use it, they need it, and so on. And this is something buried so deep down in my brain that I really need to fight it. Till this day, I already understand it, so it's half of the battle, but to really take it out with the root, it takes time and it takes real hard work to understand it, to keep your mindset free of those garbage beliefs that were planted inside of my mind. So it can be also really hard to get rid of this one, but this is what detachment is all about. Fighting. It's about fighting back, leaving it where it belongs, leaving it in your past. And another one type of detachment is outcome detachment. And this one is especially important in the beginning of the year. So we all have our goals for the new year. But what people often do is that they concentrate on the outcomes, when really you need to be focusing on the process rather than obsessing with results. Because when you're obsessing with results, you are really losing joy of the process, you're losing sight of big picture, you're losing sight of your emotional and mental well-being for you being able to even do something to reach that goal. So you need to be detached from the outcome. You need to have a plan of how you're going to reach that outcome, and forget the outcome. When you wrote the plan to reach that outcome, it will eventually come. If you will be going step by step with your plan and staying concentrated on enjoying your journey, on learning something new, on being open to the new things, on sharing this journey with your audience if you have one, with sharing it with your partner if you're going through something together, you need to be concentrated on that. Why detachment is important? I think it's understandable that when we detach from something that is not within our grasp, something we do not have, something we cannot really do something in this moment to make it better, to reach that instantly, detachment reduces anxiety about those things by freeing you from the need to control everything. And I think that's beautiful. It also creates a mental and emotional space for other new opportunities to grow. And the last thing, it builds resilience by teaching us how to accept life's uncertainties. If we do not know how something will turn out, we cannot know that. So if we accept that we cannot know that, then we are not worrying about that. We're doing something today for us to be more sure that it will turn out the way we want it to turn out. Because we're acting right now to change the result, to influence the results. We do not sit and worry that, oh my gosh, I don't know how this exam will go. I'm so worried, I'm so stressed about this exam. But you are not studying right now. You are not having a good night's sleep right now for you to have fresh brain in the morning. You are not making any actions. So detach and act to influence. Okay, some practical things you can do to really detach are acknowledge what you can't control. Reflect on the areas you're holding on too tightly. It might be small, it might be huge, it might be the whole area of your life. Detach. Use affirmation. I release what I can't control and trust the process. Shift focus to present. Practice mindfulness techniques like meditation or journaling that will really help you stay in the moment. Focus on actions you can take today rather than worrying about the future. Just like I mentioned, do not dwell on something you cannot change. Do something to influence those. Cultivate gratitude. Replace attachment with gratitude for what you have right now. Okay, and the last one, set intentions without attachment. So what I mean by this, instead of saying I must reach 1 million subscribers till the end of this year, try saying I will work towards reaching 100 subscribers by the end of the year, but I trust the process. It gives you room to breathe, and it removes this attachment of I must, I have to, the world will collapse if I won't do this. Just try to detach from this thing that you want to reach and just go with the flow. You need to understand, if you are trying your best and you trust the process, it will give you the result you want. It might not be in the right timing for you, because timing is also very tricky. We get things or get to things when we are ready for them, when we put in enough of our attention there, enough of knowledge has come to us, and this is just something you need to understand. You cannot cling to it as if your life depends on it. You can do anything if you just put your mind to it and do your best and trust the process, okay? If you're getting anxious and you notice that you're getting attached to something, try to detach and take inspired action to influence the outcome instead of dwelling on it. Okay, I think it's everything I wanted to share with you today. I think this episode hits different because I was really struggling with detachment, with attachment. I need to say I was really bad with this, and I still struggle with this. So our lives will never be perfect. We need to appreciate them for what they are and try to create the perfect moments for ourselves. If you believe that the life as you have it right now is perfect for your current version of yourself, you will be happy and you will be fulfilled because you know that you did everything you could, and by doing everything you could, you reached the level of having everything you could have had. Because for working as hard as you could, you got the results of working as hard as you could. So it all makes sense. And looking back on this, I am really, really grateful for everything I have, for being able to share what I think is very, very important information with you. And yeah, let me know in the comments, what are you detaching from this year? I love you all. Bye.